API, okay, and database. Okay, so clear till this point?
Yes.
Yeah. So now for Angular, you have to have you have to install. So prerequisite for Angular is, and if you are familiar with JavaScript, it will be an easy part for you to learn Angular. Okay, so it is kind of similar with JavaScript only. Okay, so prerequisite for Angular is, firstly you have to install Node.js. Okay, you have to have Node.js on your machine. Do you have Node.js onto your laptop?
Yes.
Right, great. Then, so for that purpose, you have to install editor. Okay, so that editor will be a Visual Studio Code. Okay, code, and otherwise you can have a WebStorm or another editor which is free to use. Okay, these two. So you do you have Visual Studio Code or WebStorm installed?
Yeah. Yes, I have one.
You have Visual Studio Code you installed on your machine?
Yes, yes, I have Visual Studio Code installed on my machine.
Okay, great, great, fine. So what I'll do is I'll firstly draw a diagram. So how we interact with the application and how Angular works. Okay, onto the browser. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we run an application, for example, let's assume that we have created an Angular application. Okay, and we are running the application. So what Angular it is, when you create a web application, what it does is, first it renders a view page or an HTML page which we can see in the browser. Okay, likewise Angular also render first an HTML page, okay, where which we can have our the form controls or any landing page or menu sliders, these kind of components we can display in that HTML page. Okay, so then what it does, that when we render that particular HTML page, in the background it check with the events happening in that particular pages. Okay, then it handles the events. Okay, and after clicking on particular event, we have to have something to display, or some data we need to display. But how we can connect to the data, or how we can show the data? So the answer will be with the APIs. Okay, so for that purpose we have, it connects with the APIs. Okay, so which, and it, we have to have give the path, or the where the APIs are hosted. Okay, on which server it is hosted, we have to give that particular URL. Okay, and when it hits that particular URL, then what it does, it connects to the database. Okay, are you agree with this, with this
Yes.
part?
Okay.
Good. Okay, so when it hits to the database, what it does, again it come back same, it receive the data, then again it sends that data to the API part. So it will go in the reverse. Okay, so database will send data to API. Okay, then API, what it will do, API will display now event. We call the API on particular event, but now we have to show the response to the our browser. So API displays data to the HTML page, or we would say browser. Okay,
Okay.
this is the simple part. So here we don't need to have any database connection, or we don't need to have any other specific language we have to write the code. Only just we need to have some APIs which we write in our language, which we are familiar with, and the database which we are able to connect with that particular APIs. This is the part. Okay.
Okay.
So now so have you clear about this thing, or do you have any queries in your mind?
No.
Okay, so you are good with it.
Regarding the APIs, can Python can be used for using APIs as an interlink between JavaScript into the database for API calls?
Uh, you can call no, it is not possible, because we cannot write JavaScript in Angular, but we can write TypeScript code in the Angular
Okay.
part. Okay, so Angular
Okay.
accepts only TypeScript. Okay, it is
Okay.
similar like JavaScript only, but we cannot write any JavaScript function in our TypeScript part. Okay,
Okay.
so for this we can call a function, and just we can call an API over there.
Okay.
This is because API it acts as a bridge, so it connects with the API and database. For that purpose, we have to have this TypeScript language, and we have to write a function. And in function, we can connect to the APIs through HTTP client. And then when
Okay.
we receive the request or response from this API, then we can display with using piping. We can display or bind that particular data into our form. This we can do.
Okay.
Hmm? Okay, so I'll firstly tell you so basic thing. So today I'll not explain you the how all these things are doing, because you'll get bored immediately. Okay, what is happening, and you will get confused about it. Okay, so what I can do is I'll firstly immediately jump into this particular command line. So what we pass, what commands we are passing for to create an application, and what are the things which are there, or components which are present in a particular application. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So, what is your thought process? I mean, whatever I am, I'll teach in this particular lecture. So, are you going to try with me parallelly, or you will try afterwards? What is your thought process about it?
I'll try afterwards.
You will try afterwards. Good.
Yes.
Fine. So, so what now? I just need to minimize it. Okay. So this is the Visual Studio Code. Okay.
Okay.
Can I close it? Fine, I'll close it. So here, when I'm creating a new application, I have to have one folder over there. Okay, because we have to create another folder in that particular folder. So what I did is I created one folder. So I'll show you. Okay, so when you open the Visual Studio Code editor, you will come to this particular welcome page, and here you will see an option open folder. Okay, so you click on open folder. I have this Angular folder onto my D drive, so I'll just click on Angular folder. Okay, and I'll select the folder. Fine, and now I have to create an application into my Angular folder. Okay, so this particular thing, this is my terminal. So this is like command line. You have some command prompt. Likewise, same, it is a command terminal is a command prompt. Okay, so you fire some, you have some commands over there, and that output will you are able to see what it exactly does. Okay, so if you have a pen and paper, you can just write down this command. Whatever I am writing this command, you just write it down, and then for that it will useful for you to memorize this command. Okay. So
Okay.
now I want to create a new application. So how I can create? Okay. Now Angular, how Angular will understand this command, right? So we everybody have some nickname to us, right? So
Yeah.
likewise we can Angular also have a nickname. Okay, like अगर जैसे मैंने आपको बोला कि आपको मुझे आपको कुछ बोलना है तो you have some nickname in your house, right? So आपको वो घर पे वो नाम से बुलाते हैं and then they give you some this, मुझे ये लाके दो, मुझे वो लाके दो. Same like Angular also have a nickname, and that nickname is NG. NG stands for Angular.
Okay.
Okay. So likewise, अब मुझे Angular का new application बनाया, I have to create a new application, so a new project. I want to create a new project. So what I will say to Angular, okay, I will say him ng, okay, I want to create a new project. So I will say ng new, this is the command, and I want to create which project or which application I want to create. I want to give the name to him. Fine. So I will say my application. Okay, I'll say and I'll hit enter. Okay, so when I hit enter, then afterwards it start installing the packages, and before installation it asks me some questions. Do you want some Angular animations, or do you want some browser analysis or something like that? So if you want, you can say you can type in Y, and if you don't want, you can type no. Okay, see, now it asking me, would you like to add Angular routing? So right now, yes, we are not routing anything, so I'll say no. So I'll just say no. Then it asks me which style sheets. Now it is, as I said, it is a framework like MVC. So we render then HTML page. So for HTML page, we want to make it beautiful, or we want to make it responsive. So we have to have some CSS style sheets. We have. So there are few specific formats. So there are basic CSS, bootstrap CSS file. There are, we have some SCSS files. So with the help of down arrow on your laptop, you can select this file. So I'll select SCSS files. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So are you clear with this part?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, great. If you got bored, let me know. I will, uh, tell you some interesting style, so you'll not get any bored. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so as it will take some time, okay, for installation. So it is installing package. So approximately it takes 2 to 3 this thing. So what I'll do is I'll open folder. I have already created one application. This is, I created my first app. So I'll open it. So I'm opening my app. Okay. So firstly, okay, can you please let me your name? I am not recollecting your name.
It's Dinakar.
Sorry,
Dinkar.
Dinkar. Okay. So Dinkar, can you please let me know what is your expectation from this particular session? I mean, what you want to know, or what you want to develop, or what is your expectation from this particular Angular session? You want to do this, or you want to do that, something like that. You have something in your mind.
Okay, as if my expectation is if I am able to get a, I want to do good in my interviews, whether I ask, whether I do, whether I learn, I need to learn
Mhm.
more, so I do good in my interview. That's it.
Okay, okay, good, fine. So, yeah, so you'll able to, you can learn many more things, because right now Angular is having a lot of things. So you can learn, and you can create a lot of stuff with using with Angular. And as Angular is a latest technology, you can say, or latest framework. So as it supports a cross browser part, it supports it. And so most of the organizations, or most of the, even projects or freelancers also prefer Angular. Okay, because it is also an open source, and it is easy, like the other application, it is not that heavy application, so it is very much lightweighted application as well. And as we have a freedom of creating APIs in different kind of languages which we are comfortable, so we don't need to you know learn any other language or different things, or we don't need to shift our technology for that. So it is very much good thing about this Angular part. Even what I did, even I also created some APIs in PHP. So I am from .NET background, but still I tried with PHP APIs. So it was very much fun for me to learn a PHP with Angular. So it was very much fun part for me. Okay, so I have created this application. Okay, earlier. So now my app is working, so it is installing the packages. So I have created this my first step with this particular ng-new command. Okay, so I'll firstly walk through with the folders or what exactly this application has. Okay, so when I fire then ng-new command, it installed all the related packages. Okay, like we have nugget packages in .NET. Same like it is also have some packages which are prerequisites to run an Angular application. Like so, it install this particular packages. Okay, so you can see this installed packages in node modules. Okay, these are the packages it is installed. Okay, so there are a lot of packages, and if you go one by one, so it will take too much time. We don't have that much time to go through each and every part. So major part is in this particular src folder, that is the source folder. Okay, so I will now tell you what exactly happens when we run that particular application onto this browser. Okay. So now you see this index.html file. Okay, so when you run so you must be aware that when we run an application, we have to have some an HTML page or HTML file, right? You agree with this particular part?
Yes.
Good. So now when I run this particular application, what it does is it will run this particular HTML page, index.html page. Okay, so now what I'll do is, so you just read this part and what you understand with this particular part. So can you please let me know, I mean, what you understood with this particular, what it will render if I run this particular Angular application, what it will show in the browser.
It is connecting. It is initiating the content. Okay, the type of image and and the title of the app, and also the body of the app.
Good.
It will render the body of the app, and then it will generally produce a basic output how we want to have our application or web application.
Okay, fine. So now I'll run this application and you'll see what exactly it is rendering. Okay. So, so what is coming in your mind? Like what page or it will show when I run? What kind of what components it will have? Like buttons or some sidebars or something like that. You have some picture in your mind when I run the application. What it will show? Are you? Can you guess or can you do this thing?
No, can you go ahead?
Okay, fine. I'll run this application and then I'll explain you what exactly it happens. Okay, and why we do this kind of thing. So for which purpose? So you'll come to know. Okay, so now when I'm compiling this application, I'll fire this command ngserve. So please write it down, this command ngserve command.
Yeah.
Have you noted down?
Yes.